Welcome to Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. Today, we're diving into the wild match between LSU and Duke. I know that I'm 2 days in the rear, but nevertheless, here we go. A game that went from shock to dominance. It real quick. It took a turn real quick. LSU came out, was done, but they quickly turned it around. And with that, Duke found themselves in a web we weave. But in the beginning of the game, they came out swinging with the early 14-1 lead, but LSU responded like a champion team. So they could be that contending team moving forward. Flipping the script and putting on an offensive clinic. Valasia Fawali did her thing, and we're going to get all off into that in just a moment. We're going to break down the comeback and the stars that showed out and what this win means for the Tigers moving forward. And we're going to do all that right after this. Well, now that we're back, how you doing, Miss D? How are you? Welcome. So I get some more people in the building here. But of course, you know, time never stands still for no one. It never stands still for no one. But we love it all, nevertheless. Let's see. Who's coming in the building? Get some of this good chop up. Who's coming in the building to get some of this good chop up? Who coming in the building? So, Ms. D, before I get started, tell me what'd you think about that LSU game? What'd you grasp from that LSU game? What was important to you in that LSU game? Well, I'm going to just go ahead and jump right into it. So LSU went into Durham, North Carolina to play the Duke Blue Devils. Flau'jae Johnson had 18 points to lead 6 players in double figures as the number 5 LSU beat Duke 93-77 in an ACC SEC challenge on Thursday night. Of course, Valasia Fawali added 16 points for the Tigers 9-0 run, who failed to reach 100 points for this first game in the season, right? So they've had all of these games. They've blown everyone out. Everybody want to know, why is it that LSU had nobody to play? You're right, Ms. D. Oh, that's okay. Maybe next time we could probably recap your view on your channel when you're feeling better. But yeah, I agree. You saw a calm team. Let's see. I'm gonna post it. Yep, you saw a calm team. MK was not playing well, but the freshmen came through. Of course. This freshman class, Ms. D, I think is just downright vicious. It's a vicious class, man. That's a vicious class, but I love them nevertheless. Love them nevertheless. But when we talk about LSU not getting the 100 points in this game, which ends the an NCAA record streak that they had going on at 8 games in. I commend Moki for not doing that. She called off the as you would say, the dogs with 3 minutes in the game, and I did a few recaps, and I'm gonna watch this game yet again because you never miss anything. I mean, you never catch everything in the first time you watch a game. Sometimes you have to watch it a few times to kind of get the gist of some key points that you may have missed. Yeah, we have a great freshman core. My Tigers. I just want them to do well this year. I want to see them go all the way. And what happens in the championship game just happens in the championship game. Hopefully, that they end up there. But no matter what happened in this game, it was still a dominating offensive performance for the Tigers, shooting 59% and scoring 52 points in the paint. That's big, scoring 52 points in the paint. How often do you see that, where your bigs are coming together and they're playing a phenomenal game and they're putting up that many points? Just, you got your bigs, you got your guards slashing, making the short middies, and they're all in the paint. So we got our bigs doing their job, but we also had the guards getting to the cup and finishing at the rack, which that's what we want to see. It took Falaja for Wally coming in the game to help get the shockwave out of the rest of the players on LSU with her offensive run. But one of the things that I do know that for Wally has to start controlling, minimizing the turnovers and understanding when to go and when not to go. Sometimes she get on the roll and it's the dynamics of her game and she's just in the flow and she wants to run and gun. But shoot, she the one sparked this team. She sparked them to get right where they were, get out of that hole, and take over the lead and lead going into halftime. Thanks for coming in live. I'm also on my other channel, guys. I'm on my TikTok. Hey, I'm on YouTube. My channel is right there. Go ahead and come follow me. Welcome to live. I appreciate you. At Accolink. So back to Falaja. She has to know when to go and when not to go, when to put them brakes on, but one thing I do like, and as you already alluded to, Ms. D, is that LSU stayed very poised. They didn't break. I know it was one of those shocking moments, but they didn't break. Thanks for coming in live. How you doing, Greg? Gregory, I appreciate you. Coming on in. Come on in. Just recapping and going over the LSU versus Duke game. Come on in the building. Hey, if you go ahead and hit that like button when you come in. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But again, with LSU putting up 52 points in the paint while needing just 5 made 3-pointers to crack the 90-point mark. Ashlyn Jackson scored 16 points to lead the Blue Devils at 3 and 6 from the field, while she had a miserable start after opening the season. This game, she found her rhythm. She found herself. Blue Devils just have not had the best season so far. So they kind of struggled in a bit for a moment. But this was a test not only for LSU, but it was a test for Duke as well. to see if Duke can find themselves and get themselves back on the elite status, since they've lost their ranking on the number of games and so that they've lost thus far. So they have to find themselves, and this was a test for them to play a team like LSU. LSU understood, just like Duke understood, what this game would mean and what was the importance of this game. Welcome to the live, y'all. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. I got you there, Ms. D. It was something to prove for Flau'jae Johnson for having minimum playing time in the USA Cup she played in this summer. And she felt like she got snubbed with playing time. And so this game was very meaningful for her. Very meaningful for her to kind of see and show her dominance and see the look on the team face. So I want to say, see, look at the team face before her showing her dominance. But I flipped it around because it's definitely important. It's just so important for a player like that to redefine herself when she lost herself. And there's a clip on Flau'jae that she spoke about where it was just a moment in time where she just wanted to play basketball and she felt kind of defeated in that moment while playing on the USA team. But however, she came out strong. She did her thing. She finished well. Come on in. Thanks for coming to the live, y'all. Thanks for coming to the live. But, you know, Duke got Robeson back. Robeson is healthy. Robeson is having a rough start as well. But as she get into conference play, I see her doing and finding herself and doing a lot better than her start coming from her injury. She's a big spark for them as well. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in, June Brown. Yeah. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Just recapping. I know everybody was in the other day. I kind of tried to chime in with Sister Keisha, but my internet was down. So here I am doing my own recap and finishing it out. Giving my point of view. So after opening season, the preseason of Atlantic Coast Conference favorite and ranked number 7 in the AP top 25. That was Duke. And then dropping and falling. Here we are. Duke has lost 4 straight. The past 3 coming to number 3, South Carolina, number 4, UCLA, and now LSU by at least 16 points. Which could have been more, but remember, Moki called off the Hounds, man. She called off the Hounds early. Yeah, Ms. D. I see you. Yeah, you saw a video. You sad for video sad. She got her revenge. Yeah. We could say it was more like a big revenge. But well, it is. I wanted to try to put it a little bit nicer, but it was a revenge. You really enjoyed the Duke versus LSU game, June. You know, I'm watching it again. That's how exciting it was, how much I enjoyed that game. I don't enjoy watching the beginning of the game and watching all the, the fumbleias of the turnovers from both teams rather, but more so from LSU and them being down, 14-1 early on was a shocker. But I was not, I didn't have an ounce of doubt that they would pull this game off. They just needed to settle in, and that was good. They stayed poised. So the Tiger had plenty of punch to handle, falling behind 14-1, as I said, and not heating up early with their baskets from the 3-point range in 3.5 minutes. I wanted to point that out. 3.5 minutes it took LSU to get going. That's a long time. If Duke was Duke old self, Duke probably would have went up by a quick 30. And then LSU would have really been in danger. You're not, to me, you're not in danger in the first quarter if you're down by that much, but you are a caliber of team like LSU is. You got fast guards, you got shooting guards. They're all packed into one. Each of them can dribble. Each of them can get to the cup. Each of them can score at will on any part of the court, any areas. Your bigs sometimes will probably make me a little leery. Kovar was getting handled, but Kovar went down and she handled back. So it was a kind of a give and take for her. It was June Brown. It was their first real test. It was their first real test because, again, they played a bunch of teams that wanted to compete against the elite caliber team like LSU, but at the same time, LSU have the schedule that they have. And like I said, Kim Mulkey, I said on another stream, Kim Mulkey will set this type of schedule for her team to prepare. Again, she doesn't call them in in the summer. Like she said, she liked to let them enjoy their time. Some of them work. Some of them have different avenues that they're in, events that they're attending and participating in. And if it's for their brands, right, it's a must be there. So it's a lot easier for her to allow them to do what they have to do so they can go ahead and venture off and do the things that they're doing. 6-1 Sports, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, 6-1 Sports. I appreciate y'all. Come on in. Come on in the building. Come on in the building. Come on in the building. Hey, go on and hit that like button while you're at it. Go ahead and hit that like button. So, but after those that 3.5 minutes, LSU made a 13 of 21 shot and shooting. So pushing that for a 13-0 run, and they were 13 for 21 with a 61.9% in a 31-point second quarter. This was sheer control. This was sheer relaxation. This was sheer understanding of, how do I want to put it? Sheer understanding of we that team. So I'll put it like that. We that team. You might have the upper hand. You might start off, but we coming back. We coming for you. And I like that. I like the fight that I saw in LSU. I like the fact that they're quick. And if we know Ms. D and June Brown, y'all know that this coach for Duke, y'all know that she absolutely does not like the run and gun. She's a real poised coach. She controls the tempo of the game. She allows her team to get their sets in. That's what I know of Kara. So that's what I know of her. And I've seen her do consistently. And that's what she's been so successful at. So when doing that and being successful at doing it, sometimes when you have to play a team like Mulkey, you got to come up with a different game plan. But June Brown says, let's see, it was nice seeing all of the young ladies score. Yeah, June Brown. I like the way that they share the ball. They're such a non-selfish and a very cohesive team right now. At least that's what we're seeing, and we're hoping to see that throughout the rest of the season. Because, once you get into conference play, sometimes players change. Some will switch up on you. But June Brown says, I also love how Coach Mulkey used her timeouts. Exactly. Very wisely. Very, very wisely. What's going on, Jacob? I see you in the building, Jacob. I see you in the building. I'm recapping my Tigers. You know that I'm recapping my Tigers. I got to. I know we're breaking off and we're doing some vengeance, but I had to do a recap of this game because I missed it. My internet, y'all know, y'all saw me in and out the box. So I have to give my take on my team. I love my team. I love my girls. They didn't fail me at all. They didn't fail me at all. But again, the control and the control of coming over for the Tigers was just phenomenal. More triple doubles and double doubles for the future of this team if they keep it at this pace. But for Wiley, I can't say enough. The champion of this game, though, I must say, and we can all agree, is Flage. Flage, in the beginning of the game, we say, sit your $5 ass down, Flage, because she needed to settle in. She wanted it so hard and so bad that she was doing things that were out of her norm. But she settled in. She came to the right frame of mind. She was settled, and then she was able to take over at that point. You trolling ADP? Why you trolling ADP, Jacob? Yep, Miss D. Flage did. Flage handled her business. It was good to see her go through that moment and figure it out versus be a crash out, right? So coming out, wanting it so hard, the excitement, you start to do too much. But once you have a chance to settle into the game, you come out of the game because it's like, man, I'm coming out. And now you have to settle in. Okay, just calm down. And that way you're not making the wrong pass, not seeing the floor a little wider, and being able to obtain the proper positioning you need to get the ball in the right spots that you want. All those are key entities of what should take place in a game like this, and we saw it. Flage had 18 points. She had 18 points. But the trouble that we have is the turnovers. The turnover ratio could have helped us. We probably would have hit that 100 without attempting, and it would have been sooner than the 3-minute mark when Moki called the dogs off. But you have to think that the turnovers were a killer. And again, that's from them wanting to get back into the game and trying so hard. For Wiley herself had 5. So her having 5 turnovers is not a good thing. She has to figure out how to do well and harness that in. June Brown says, yeah, Flage came through, Miss D. I don't want to see Fly getting stuck in Chicago as a 5th round draft pick. Well, if she stay at 5, that's probably what's going to happen. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. But as fast as this team is, you're going to have a lot of opportunities to see the team do great because they can get the stops. They're very active. Active is they're constantly moving. They don't slow down. They don't slow down. Blue Devils shot 50% overall, even despite their loss. But they just couldn't keep up with the Tigers. And we know that. The pressure of that offense was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. So, talk to me, chat. What do you see next? How do you see LSU faring? And I'm going to go over the box scores here in a minute. Actually, let me put the box scores up. Let's see. Let's put the box scores up for you guys. I'll put the box scores up. Let's see. Why is it? There we go. Let's put the box scores up and put myself in the box. I don't know why it likes going to this one, but that's not the one I want. Let's fix this. There I be. There I be. Let me see. I want it a little bit wider. Let's put a little bit wider. There we go. Slightly wider anyway. There we are. So as you can see, we'll go through the scores. And let me minimize this a little bit so you guys can see the full screen, the full scoreboard. Let's see. There we go. All right. So with the box scores, we'll start off with Duke first. I'm gonna go to the bottom. We're gonna start off with Duke first. The Blue Devils. The Blue Devils starters were found. Let's see. Let me enlarge this because this is. Let me move this over here out of the way. You know, when you got so many things open. There we go. Now I can enlarge it back. Then open this back up. There we go, guys. There we go. There we go. So now the Blue Devils, you see this, your 5 starters. Fartner, there's Thomas, Donovan, Jackson, and Mir. These were their minutes. So you mean to tell me that you have a player that played 31 minutes, and I'm talking about some of your bench players, right, that come in and is usually effective. Of course, we can see that Duke really doesn't have a bench. They don't really have a bench. But, however, you come in, you play 30 minutes, 10 points. Let's see how we did, right? So Toby had 14 points, was 6 of 10 from the field. Delaney had 12 points, 5 of 6 from the field. Now look at that, right? I'm talking about minutes versus points. Look, 13 minutes, 0 points, 0 attempts. So my question is, this player came in the game and this player gave you absolutely nothing other than just 3 rebounds, 1 assist. But it averages out because she has 1 turnover. So, you know, having an assist versus a turnover is you just scratch it. The numbers are just scratched. So then you have Ashland, who had 16 points, 5 of 14, 4 of 10 from the 3-point line. Tiana had 38 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 11 from the field, and 2 for 7 at the 3-point line. Now, Robeson played 20 minutes. She started off really well. She had a big presence in the game for the start. She gave you 11 points. So that's not bad for her only taking seven shots. She was 4 of 7. So had she taken more, we probably have a better percentage for her. But even with that, 4 of 7 is not bad. Would have liked to have seen her take more shots. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal. Turnover ratio kills you. And Nelson had 10 points. Also 4 of 7. LSU. Well, Jorna, 14 points for 23 minutes. Zakiya Johnson, 0 points for 4 minutes. She didn't play very much at all. We had Richard, who had 6 points for 21 minutes. She only took 2 shots. She was 1 of 2. And by the way, Jorna was 7 of 9. Fantastic. That was fantastic. She was 7 of 9 for the 14 points. You have Michaela Williams, who took 12 shots. She put up 12. She was 6 of 12, which isn't bad. She's 50% on that for 14 points for 36 minutes. And Flau'jae Johnson, 33 minutes, 18 points, 7 of 11, which again is not a bad. That's not a bad number. So they did a phenomenal job. And we'll go to the bench. The bench, Knox had 26 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 4. Perfect night for her. Kovar, 26 minutes, 13 points, 6 of 11 from the field. Hines Bella had 3 minutes, didn't score. That's tough to score in the 3 minutes. Would have loved to have seen her be able to kind of come out of the stint that she was in. And then also you had Fo Wiley with 28 minutes, 16 points. She was 6 of 13, which isn't bad. That's about 57, 58%. So, yeah, that's not bad at all. That's the scores. That's the scores. By quarters, you have first quarter, LSU 20, Duke 24. Remember, the start was rough. So if the start wouldn't have been rough with that 14-1, we probably would have seen a different story in that first quarter. We would have definitely seen a different story. To be able to score 19 points within the quarter and hold them to 10 after them going on that 14-10 run is mad crazy. It's mad crazy. Welcome to the live, y'all. Thanks for coming in. Second quarter, going into halftime. But second quarter, you had 31 points for LSU and 19 for Duke. So they went into the break fairly well. But that's a breakdown on Duke part. Duke came out fighting hard. They stunned LSU. LSU got poised and did what they do. But when LSU put on the heels, they, them little shoes they used to have with the rollers and the wheels and the heels, when they put their heels to the court, it was crazy. 21-18, outscoring Duke again in the third quarter. And then lastly, 22-16, again, outscoring Duke in the fourth quarter for a total of 93-77 box score. That's it, guys. That's what we saw. That's how it rolled. Let's give you the highlight here. I want to give y'all this highlight. Let's see. We're going to leave the ad off. We're going to leave the ad off of it. Come on. Oh, don't want to let me go full screen. It's acting weird. Let me see. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's do this. Now we should be able to see it. There we go. There you go, guys. Don't want any copyright, so I'm gonna keep up. We're not advertising that. We're not doing no advertisement. We ain't doing no advertisement, y'all. I'm not trying to get my channel taken down. As soon as the advertisement over, I'll come back up. I'll put it back up. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat. All right. Here we go. Let's turn up the volume.
Tigers riding an 8-game win streak. Middle of the first, LSU was in trouble early. Aina Mayer from long range. Duke would go up 14-1 to open this game.
We weren't watching this game, but it was down on the corner.
Yeah.
And you said something, and, from that point on, every time we looked over there, it was closer and closer and closer.
Flau'jae Johnson was a huge part of that. Here she is.
There we
hitting the
go.
jumper to tie it.
I made it super big for you guys.
Late second quarter, LSU rolling now. Mylasia Wiley blowing by the defense for two.
God, she changed the game. She changed the pace it was played at.
You hear the roar
Yes.
from Tiger fans? This was in Cameron Indoor.
It sounded like an LSU crowd, didn't it?
Sure did. They travel, don't they? How about the circus shot from Wiley? She's incredible. The Tigers led by 8 at the break into the fourth. Still in front, Flau'jae Johnson leaves her open. She hits the three. Tigers up 13. More Johnson. Cross-court pass to Johnson for three. How have you seen her and Wiley push each other on the floor together?
Well, they find each other.
Yeah.
Now, normally that pass just doesn't happen, y'all. That pass typically doesn't happen.
There's a lot of evidence out there that repeatedly they keep finding each other, and Michaela Williams doing the same thing.
Johnson with the dagger. Three.
Let's go.
Fired up.
She said, let's effing go, yo. Let's effing go.
At the top of the stat line. Flau'jae Johnson with 18 points, 5 rebounds, and Mylasia Wiley with 16 points, 5 rebounds, and a huge win for the LSU.
Yep. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Guys, you can't ask for nothing better than that. Oh, you know what? ADP sent me something. Let me go to my Instagram. ADP sent me something. Where is it? She sent me something that she said I should play. So let me go to it. Let me go to Insta. Let's go to messages. So what do you say? I don't agree with you on Kara being part of the problem, but I feel like it's partly Jaden Phelps as well, because it's been 2.5 years and still can't score. Yeah, I had to put that up there because that's a true statement. That's a very true statement, Jacob. Because I think maybe her and Toby need to jump to the portal. To go where? Where you want them to jump to? Where you want them to go, Ms. D, if they jump in that portal? Where do you want them to go? Because if they can't make it where they are, what you think they're gonna do in that portal? Hey, Boogie, what's going on? ADPP, welcome to the building. Yeah, I'm going to your message so I can pull up this video. I know that everybody, some of them saw it. Let me pause. Let me kind of enlarge this. So I'm going to change avenues. I'm going to remove this one. Nope. I'm going to pull that down. Move that one. Come back. So I wanted to play this, and I want y'all to see this because it's interesting. Sometimes, kids, they just go through so much. The battles that they attend. And I feel like in that moment that I earned. Let me put it on stage before it's just hitting play. It's like that. All right, there we go. And this is a Flage on her time with playing with USA and how her mental was and where did it take her. Let's start it from the beginning.
It really messed with my mental because I have never been put in a situation where I didn't play. And I felt like in that moment that I earned it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I got my opportunity, I actually earned it. You know what I mean? And
shake it.
I didn't know what it was, you know? But one thing I never did was question my worth of who I was as a basketball player. It just hurt me bad. Like,
all I want to do is play basketball. All you want to do is play basketball. Guess what? You will continue to play basketball. You will continue to play basketball. You're the leading scorer in the SEC. One of the leading scorers in the SEC. SEC. That's the real deal.
That it is. That it is. Sometimes you just have to weather the storm, because sometimes the storm isn't as bad as you think it is. It isn't as bad as you think it is. People will critique it for the wrong reasons and look at it from the wrong perspective. But it is never that difficult to me, and someone that has had to work with a lot of these players that go through those moments. You have a lot of players that are really good and they have battles and struggles. And when they have that moment that's very defining for them and they don't know where to turn next, we end up in situations like this. We do. But it's whose job to overcome this? It is Flage's job to overcome this. Nobody can fight this battle for her but her. No one. And she's going to have more moments like this. I'm just going to tell you that she's going to have way more moments like this. And she just has to be prepared for them. She has to be prepared for these moments. I use this as an example. There we go. Hold on, y'all. I got to get you got to match up the little things to keep my other live going here. So as a coach, you run across players that are really good. And I think I spoke about one of my players who was really, really fast. We call her Speedy. She played for Tennessee. Speedy had moments where it felt like, well, you're not playing me enough, or you're taking me out of the game at the wrong time, or why are you taking me out of the game, period. And players don't understand the ramifications of that until after. It's now, oh, coach, now I know what you were trying to do. Oh, coach, now I know why that was important. Oh, I know what your reasoning was for. Or why did you put another player in front of me, blah, 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 and it goes and it goes and goes and goes. Sometimes it's not for them to understand in that moment, so they have to go through the battles and struggles that they do. But they will grow from it. They will grow from it. If they are fighters and they are battlers, they're going to grow from it. And they're going to understand just how great they are in the end. I had another player who she felt like, man, they don't believe in me because I'm short. They don't think that I'm capable of being a D1 player. I said, well, let's see, right? You show me. I'm from the show me state because that's where I'm at in Texas, and Texas is the show me state. So when you see things like that and you hear players talk in that capacity, you challenge them. You got to challenge them mentally. because physically they're going to do what you ask them to do if they are a willing and capable player that want to get better and want to be that elite player. They're going to listen. But mentally understanding, learning, reading, executing is important. And when you look at this game, reading, executing, being patient, and doing what is told got them back in this game quick, fast, and they never took their foot off the gas. But back to that player that I'm talking about, she ended up going to a community college that had a team where junior colleges and, smaller schools, NAIA schools will come and recruit. She got recruited from there. Now, mind you, she was a straight A student. So she's a scholar. She was a scholar in college. And then from there, she played her 2 years in that school and then ended up going to New Mexico State and led New Mexico to their very first Sweet 16. Very first Sweet 16. And then made it to the Elite Eight. So sometimes it's just a mindset. And so Flage, you're going to have to go through things like that. How you doing? What's going on, Robert Jones? Appreciate you coming in. So players have to go through that sometimes. They have to go through those mental toughness moments, especially if you're going to continue to play as long as these ladies want to play. Battling through is something that's going to happen. And I know I made I don't want to say a joke. I was like, it was kind of a joke. I said, I don't want to see Flage cry no more. Flage, don't you cry. But some people are emotional. That's just like Asia. Asia Wilson is a crier. She's an emotional player. So the tears flow. And hey, by all means, cry it out, Flage. Cry it out. Do what you got to do. But not in the midst of a game is where I'm coming from with that, right? You got to stay poised. Never let them see you sweat. How they see you sweat is when you tell your story. And a story is always told sometimes through your play of action. How you react to that style of play, which is important. Let's see. Let's get with the chat here. June Brown says so. Let me click on here. Gonna go with the chat for a little while. So many of our young players are going through difficult situations due to the stress of social media, family, and school. Yes, they are. They are. Those are very emotional moments. That that's another one of those tough topics for me because I see kids lose their lives because they feel like they're not enough when they are enough. But it is us as adults that have to instill that in them and teach them what enough is and what it means. Yep. What is enough? What is enough? Oh, that came out really big. Let's fix that. There we go. What is enough? You think of the mental capacity that Robeson went through. And I had her story. Let me see if I can pull it because it's important to show all players and the struggles that they go through, the battles that they have, the situationals. Let's see. That's up. Nope, not you again, Flage. I'll pull you down, Flage. I saw you, baby girl. Let's pull you down. Let's look here and see if I can pull up Robeson's because she has one too. Man, I thought I saved it. Let me go to my email. I think I saved it. Y'all give me a second here. I think I saved it. How you doing, big girl? Welcome, welcome. Come on in, big girl. Let me see. I think I sent it to myself. Let's see. Hey, Ms. D, can you look for Robeson stuff for me and send it to me in the chat or send it to me in the DM? I want to play it. I'm not gonna leave the chat till I play that. Because it's good to not only show Flage's moment that she had where she had to, it was a defining moment for her where she didn't get to play, and not playing for her hurts her to the core. I mean, it's gonna hurt most players, right? But it's what you do after. It's the after action is what is more defining for you as a player. What is gonna separate you from being a player versus someone that just wants to play the game? Are you a player or are you someone that just want to play the game? Let's see what was this one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's taking a minute. It's taking a minute. It's taking a minute. Taking a minute. Well, that is not coming out like I wanted to. But anyway, Robeson, and I'll probably come back a different time and show that. I wanted to make sure that I got that. But if somebody can pull Robeson's clip for me so I can show it to the chat and show it to the stream, it will be much obliged. Much obliged. Let's see. Maybe it was on X. If not, I can go to her dad's page because, I coached her sister. So I know Robeson personally. Where is it? Dang on it. Anyway, however, you saw it. I saw that mini Doku with Flage. Yeah, we showed it. Big girl. I showed it so everybody could see it. Those that may not have had a chance to see it or wasn't aware of it, but I wanted to show that the emotions of players, the mental stability of players, and how do they overcome those different battles within themselves, which is extremely important to try and do. So let me see, Roberson. Let's see if I can pull up, y'all. NCAA player. Let's see. Well, at some time I'll pull her story because her story will go along with her sister's story. I have a story of her sister also. We called her Sister Smiley. She was they're such an adorable, loving family. Raised well, no issues whatsoever. You know what? I think I found it. I think I found it, y'all. I was determined to find this thing. I was determined to find it. I was determined to find it. I was determined to find it. Okay. What Big Girl said, it gave me a new perspective about how Raven felt after Cece waved her off. Yeah, it does. Like, it does. it's very, and like I said, this is just one of those little touch my heart moments for players, because when you see it and you watch them battle through it, it's sometimes it's not as easy to take, even as someone that's trying to be the positive influence for them and trying to talk them through whatever problems they're going through, because especially when you see it and you know that they are better, or that they're deserving of, not that they have to have the playing time that they're alluding, they perceive that they really want, but more so give them something to to cheer for, something to be proud of, something to look for, right? um okay, there you go, John. Let me pull up John. Let's see if I can go to him. Post. Okay, it's taking me to his post. Anybody have any stories of something like that in the chat? Have you witnessed it? And it doesn't even have to be about basketball. It could, it could be about just any emotional stat that a child may go through, that you've seen them not just be able to overcome it. It's just not letting me get there. Well, I thought I found the guys. That wasn't it. That was something else. But anyways, with that, guys, that right there is it in a nutshell. But I will definitely, it's important for me to get you the clip on Robeson as well. And it's going to give you a newfound look on most players that kind of go through a lot, right? I mean, when they go through a lot, it's, and we're females and we're extremely emotional. We get, once we get to that point, we're extremely emotional. Now, you have more moments of I don't care in a stern, charismatic, but behind closed doors, you always have that view or that feel of what's next, or how do I break through this, or what's important for me moving forward. How do I break through this? How do I make them see me? ADP said, my daughter, when she played volleyball. Yeah. Because you really just want to get on and play. Her first, man, that's a family of like 7 or 9. Oh, here it is. It's on the, she just played. Let me pull it from the stat line, because she's on Duke. Let's see. Where is it? Let me go back to this here, and I'll give you her name. And as a matter of fact, there's 2 Robesons still playing right now. One is on Duke, and I forgot the other one because the other one tore her ACL, and so now she's recovering. Ooh, the weeds that we have, that we are going through when it comes to this emotional roller coaster. So let me go back to the box scores. Okay, and she is, where is it? That's LSU. Ariana. She's Ariana Robeson. Yep, Ariana Robeson. I'll put in the chat for the proper spelling. Yep. And so her sister that played in my club organization went to West Virginia and she played extremely well at West Virginia. And going into her senior year, she tore her ACL. And then she went back to finish out her year. She transferred and ended up finishing out her year. And I think it was somewhere, a school up north, big school. I think her brother was there, Andre Robeson. If you guys know Andre Robeson, that's their brother who played for OKC. I think he played for OKC for like 5 years. Hey, T. Camilla, how you doing, girl? What's good? What's good? I'm just up. ADP, you made it back to your casa? Casa meaning home. T. Camilla, we went over the score, the box scores, the scoreboard, just the highlights of the game, since I couldn't be up on the panel because my internet was tripping. Says, hey, First Lady ADP. We're waiting, T. Camilla, we're waiting for Big Girl is pulling up Ariana Robeson clip for me, where they did a little quick interview of her coming back from her injury. Because remember, she tore ACL playing in the 3-on-3 for USA. So she's back. She was playing extremely well too. Man, saw that game. Her dad went and picked her up and carried her off court. I know what I can do. I can go here. What you got on the LSU versus Duke game, T. Camilla? Let's see. It's been a year. I think I found it. Let's see. I think this is it. Let me click on it. Yeah. Oh, it was Instagram. I was someplace else looking. Duh. Here it is. I got it. Oh, and I had it saved. I did have it saved, y'all. Oh boy, that's so pretty, Tony. It's something else. Tony, I've been fussing with people about LSU since the game. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, folks are they gonna troll, and they're gonna do a whole lot. But guess what? The W speaks volumes. All right, now let me post this. Let me put it up. Let me put it up. Let me change this one out. Now, hold on. Get that girl 1 second. 1 second. Get that girl 1 second. There it is. Shebang, bang, bang, bang. All right. If I can see my screen. What is going on here? Did a hide-a-roo. Let's pull this down. And where's my view? This computer be doing some weird stuff. Let's see. There we go. Now it's open. All right. Let's add it up here and give y'all the sound. Oh, I was searching all over
Every
for it.
setback taught me patience, resilience, and gratitude. And I'm grateful for it all. This comeback isn't just about playing again. It's about everything I've gained along the way.
Oh, they got music on here. I'll just mute the
Many years since
music
my
later
ACL injury, and the
because
journey
golly,
hasn't
I
been
got
easy.
music on there.
Honestly, there were days
I hate when people they just mess it up by putting music on the dang on clip. But this is a shout out to this individual that posted it. I appreciate it. It's her story. Oh, Robertson, her dad posted it. Okay. Yeah, so just watching her journey and just the comeback from what she had to do. Like I said, she was playing extremely well in that 3-on-3 USA um, team before she injured herself. Man, they all look just alike. Goodness gracious. And so there'll be another story coming out on the youngest sister, because there's one more. Like I said, this is a family of 7, and they've all gone to college. They've all gone to I think the younger brother, the younger brother, it's 2 boys and 5 girls. 2 girls play volleyball. Yeah, the first 2, no, basketball, volleyball, then these last 3 basketball. So that's their career. And the boys both basketball. The youngest boy, but not the youngest child, is playing overseas. He plays overseas, plays basketball overseas. Like I told you, I know this family personally. It's hard because I want you guys to hear what's going on. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play it where y'all can hear it, and I can just edit out the sound later.
and the journey hasn't been easy. Honestly, there were days I questioned if I'd make it back. But every setback taught me patience, resilience, and gratitude. And I'm grateful for it all. This comeback isn't just about playing again. It's about everything I've gained along the way. It's been a year since my ACL injury, and the journey hasn't been easy. Honestly, there were days I questioned if I'd make it back. But every setback taught me patience, resilience, and gratitude. I'm grateful for it all. This comeback isn't just about
Yep, it's because it's just gonna keep repeating. But that's it, guys. I look. I was determined. I was determined to find this. I was determined to find this. Oh man. I was determined to find this. There ain't no way I had to have it. I had to have it. I had to have it. I was determined to find this video. But I wanted you to see it, and it's important to highlight these situations. It really is. It's important to highlight it big time, without a doubt. I wouldn't want to take this journey or this experience from any of these young ladies. Um, and I'm gonna pull up her sister, so you see what who her sister was. Actually, their whole family should be up. She was man. This is a tall family. They're all tall, very tall. The shortest one is the youngest boy, but he's not the youngest child. He's child number. Let's see, it's the 2 older sisters. Then it's Andre. Then it's Robeson. We had Smiley. Then it's the other brother. Then it's these 2. Yeah, man. That's the countdown on this family. Oh, big girl, I will. I will. I will. Is the other one the one that played for me? She does. I don't want to say who she's married to. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell her business. I'm not gonna tell her business. But yeah, she's a hard worker. She does a little bit of modeling on the side too. So, but she's busy doing her thing. Let me see. But I'll pull her up for you. That is coming, big girl. My goal is to get with a lot of the players that I've had the the gratitude of coaching or being a part of their basketball journey to come forward and talk. They all love me anyway, so they'll come. I want to do it at the right time. I want to make sure I have the right audience. I want to make sure that it's going to be a good thing. Trust me, it's already in the works. It's already in the works. I've already have some appointments already set, even for some that are coaches now. They're coaches, and you'll get to find out who they coach for when they come on my panel. And she was Ariel Robeson. Oh, they all got big names, boy. Ariel Robeson, West Virginia. Mm-hmm. Yep. Here she is. Here she is. Here's my Smiley. Come on up, Smiley. You are up. And she do have some highlights. I'll potentially get her highlights later. But this is Ariel. Up. Let's pull it up. All of these back and forth. You got to go here. You got to click there. You got to you got to do this. You got to do that. Let's Let's take that down. Let's see. I'll remove that. Add this. Just so you guys see. But I'm gonna find Smiley. It's just they're such a super respectful, very, very respectful family. Very respectful. Dad played overseas. I know I'm fiddling, guys. I'm sorry, I was reading something. I can't be getting distracted. Tell me don't get distracted. Tell me don't get distracted. All right. There she is, guys. That's Ariel Robeson, played for West Virginia. Look at the resemblance. They all look alike. Every last one of them. Every last one of them look alike. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take that down. That needs to go back up. 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 Uh-oh. I don't want to go back up. There we go. It's overlapping, guys. I don't like that. I'm just being real tedious about it. And it's just overlapping and I don't like that. There we go. It's fixed. But yes, this is Ariel Robeson, West Virginia. Played extremely well. If you want to go look her up, trust me, she was very good. Very, very good. Tall, lanky. She was more of a 3 than a post player, than a 4. So she went back and forth between that particular position while playing for West Virginia. Oh, big girl. You know what? You're right. We're going to blame it on him. We are going to blame it on him for sure. We putting it on him. Since I linked up with him, you're right. My internet been acting like mighty, mighty funny. We're going to put it on him, that jokester. Yeah. Let's see. Which one was this one? T. Camilla, I like it. I think it was the wake-up call that LSU needed. They just had to work on their perimeter defense. Exactly. They had to be reminded at times that it's a game, sports, but they won. You right? Tell them, T. Camilla, they won. We got that tiger in us. We got that tiger in us. You got that T. You got that T, as Miss D would say. I don't want to do that. Miss D, you got me singing up here, being crazy. But yes, what's coming to the channel is it's going to be that channel is going to be mainly on be bringing in current previous players that I coached, current players, and coaches. I'm also going to throw some high schools in there because some of these high schools are big time high schools. They make it to state every year. And I think it's just important to also highlight some of the young talent that's coming forward. I'm not that familiar right now with the young talent in San Antonio, but I'm getting ready to get back into it. I know just about the majority of half the coaches that coach, so it's going to be easy to do that. Also, I'm going to do a video in a little bit on one of the young, my son's god sister, who is a freshman at UTA. So she's at Utah. So she had a phenomenal game this week as well. So I'm probably going to just go ahead and highlight her. So she's someone I'll be following as well throughout her 4-year journey playing ball. They talk trash about LSU didn't score 100 points. I said, that's Kim's fault. She slowed the game down, which is absolutely true. And if they were paying attention, again, that's where we get back to people. They're just there to sow discourse. They're not there to support. They're not there for the game. They're just there to see a team lose. They're not there to see a good game. They're not there to see how the teams will fare out amongst each other. They're just there to sow discourse amongst the teams, amongst the players, amongst fans, amongst social media. Wherever Kim Mulkey go, that team is going to be hated. It's just inevitable. It's just the way it is. But that team has found themselves again. Yeah, I do too. June Brown, I call them haters too. But this is one of those things where teams, where LSU, I feel like LSU has done a great job of redefining themselves from that title that they had 3 years ago, Flage's freshman year. The chemistry that we saw and the dynamics on the court, right? That team gelled together. They played together. Like you said, that year you took a whole team and built a whole brand new team, put them together, and nobody thought that they would win anything. And they won. They won a championship, right? This team is young, new, full of freshmen, full of new bodies, full of players that hadn't played very much. And they have found a way to be extremely caught in and locked in with each other. Locking in is going to be the key for them to make it through. Yes, I did see it. I saw it, big girl. I saw it. I did see it. I did see it. What you think about all those recruits coming in? Man, look here. LSU football program getting ready to be back on the map again. It's getting ready to be back on the map again. Sure is. It sure is. Like it, love it, or leave it. Either way, we don't care. we still gonna ball out. We still gonna ball out of control. We still gonna ball out of control. Without a doubt. So, let's fix this. So, if that is all that beat all, what you laughing at? Big girl, I'm Michael Jackson. In your Michael Jackson voice. Well, y'all, it's about that time. It is about that time. I don't know. It's about that time. It's about that time to get up out of here. Because I was going to talk about another player, but I'm like, you know what? Nope. I'll save that for another one. I'll save that for another live because I'm coming back on. I'll be back on to recap the Texas game because I was supposed to call that game. I jumped on and Miss D jumped on with me, and immediately it just froze and it just started acting up, and my mic was being weird. But again, like you said, big girl, it's because I started going on with Bro Claude. I'm telling you, said that. But I thank you all for tapping in with me here on Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. Covering the LSU, LSU versus Duke game. Once again, why they have the toughness about them, why they're able to do the things they're doing, why it is important for LSU to stand out, why it is important for LSU to win more games than none in conference. It's to, as you say, Tigabella, shut the haters down. Cut the cord. You got to cut that cord. If you don't cut that cord, they're going to have a lifeline. And we're not trying to give them a lifeline. So tough teams, tough division. In some areas, I feel that LSU is going to do well in their division. This was a start. So we will see moving forward what happens come January. It's going to be filled with fire, filled with enjoyment, filled with fun, filled with passion, filled with them just simply being them. And that's what make LSU who they are. That alone sets them apart from the rest. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you follow. Hit that like button. Hit the follow button. So that way you're notified every time I drop. I am on live all day today, guys. I am going to now switch over and do Texas. I am going to be on all day. Today, y'all gonna be sick of me today. Y'all gonna be damn sick of me today. Y'all gonna be sick of me today. Oh man. But again, thanks for locking in with Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. Thank you all for tuning in for the Texas versus LSU versus Duke recap. Getting ready to get out of here. Like, share, subscribe. Again, see you on the next rebound, guys. I will see you on the next rebound. And I am out of here. Peace.